number 6, Jeremy Solmeron.
All right, welcome everybody to
Number 7,
high school soccer. This is Ron Enthorn with STSPN here at Glacier Peak High School tonight. You're watching the introduction of the Monroe varsity Bobcats being introduced as they are across the field over there. You can see them lining up. But a good game should happen here tonight, even though these two teams are not at the top of the Wesco 4A league. They're pretty close to the bottom. Monroe with 2-8-2 league overall, and Glacier Peak with 1-8-4 overall. But some notable performances out of these teams. Monroe has tied the number 1 team in Wesco 4A. The only team to tie Jackson, and that was back on April 16th, so that wasn't that far ago. They had their good game of the season so far. And Glacier Peak has had 4 ties in this division, and several of those were really close. So look for Glacier Peak to put on a good show here tonight against the Monroe Bearcats.
And now for your home team, Glacier Peak Grizzlies.
Now we'll get the Glacier Peak lineup here.
Keeper, number 0, senior Hunter Crum. Keeper, number 1, Marco Guerrero. Defender, number 3, senior Elijah Beals.
It's senior night here at Glacier Peak, and several of these seniors are all off going to college, hoping to play soccer at some place. None of them have it committed as yet, but they're going to give it a try. We'll see how that goes for them tonight.
Midfielder, number 7, Hayden Rubio.
Coach for GP Soccer tonight today,
Number 8, Austin
Teddy
Terry.
Metala, said that got a real building year here for Glacier
10,
Peak this year,
senior Christopher
and
Mendez.
he's hoping that even though he's got these few seniors that are leaving, most of his team is young. He's got a lot of freshmen and sophomore coming up on this team, and expects to do a good job building for next year.
14,
And tonight, even though this is a game they'd like to win, he's going to get everybody into the game, is the way he explained it to me, and give everybody a chance to play here on senior night tonight.
Midfielder number 20, Cade Tyner. Midfielder number 23, Scott Burkholder.
Getting to the
number 30, Zach Wiegand.
on the field out there in the yellow shirts, in the middle of the field out there,
31,
are your referees for tonight.
And defender
Eric
number
Mattis
23,
be
Milo Nicholson.
running things from the center, and on the sidelines it'll be O.J. Okoro and Tom Gerard. Almost pronounced his name wrong, even though I knew better.
Rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
So we'll have a moment off here for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
All right, back here, getting ready to start this ball game here. 40 minutes a half. Wesco 4A soccer should be starting here momentarily. In goal for the first half tonight for the Monroe Bearcats is Roberto Gaspar Santos, and he'll play the first half, and Peyton Newhouse will be the goalie for the second half for Monroe tonight. Wesco 4A has got some pretty heavyweight soccer teams out here. Jackson 10-0-1 leading the Wesco 4A league, followed by Kamiak 7-4-1, Lake Stevens 7-2-3, Mariner 7-5-1, and Mount Vernon 5-4-3. Those teams will be eligible to go into the playoffs as the top 5 teams in Wesco 4A. Unfortunately, Monroe, Glacier Peak, and Cascade, rounding out the bottom of 4A, will not be in the playoffs this year, but this game still is a soccer game, and these young men want to win this ball game. So as they get out to the field here, we'll see how this proceeds tonight. Hope Hope you're enjoying our broadcast here today. Got a beautiful sunny day here at Glacier Peak High School. You can see out across the field into the mountains. There's still snow-capped cascades out there. And slight breeze blowing here from across the field and directly away from us as we're viewing it. Players are ready to go here. Let's see who's the hold-up. Need one more get Glacier Peak player out there in the center of the field by the ball. And we'll be ready to go here. There we go. Game's underway here. Initial contact with the ball, Monroe Bearcats. Bearcats and Grizzlies. Cats and bears. Bearcats are some kind of a cat. Not a household cat, however. So Monroe kind of keeping control here to start with. Trying to see where things are on the field as they adjust back and forth down the far side. Alonzo with the ball coming up this side, trying to make a feed forward, does. Give and go in there to Eliandro Cruzen. There's the long ball down the far side of the field. Should be could have centered, should have centered, maybe. Still playing conservative here as they're trying to figure out where things are as they line up. Maintaining pretty good control. It sounds like their game plan is to not get in a hurry and fire off any unnecessary shots right now. So had a good game against Lake Stevens last Friday, which we did broadcast. They were in the game well into the second half and then kind of just gave it up. Oh, there's a mistake, lost ball. As Hayden Rubio takes that ball down the far side and centers it in. Luckily for Monroe, deflected back to the goal by one of their players, and scoring threat averted there by the Bearcats. Little change of possession back and forth here by both teams. Ended up being in control of the Grizzlies on the far side as they work up the midfield here. Monroe safely back to their goalkeeper there. It's Roberto Gasper Santos. Solomon feeds forward to the Grizzlies and cleared out by the Grizzly goalie. That ball's out of bounds on the far side there. Not a very physical game yet anywhere that I can see. A couple times they got a couple hands on each other, but fairly calm right now.
Hey, Ronnie, what happens if the ball goes over that far fence?
If the ball goes over that far fence, it's a lost ball, my friend. And it's been known to happen at this field. I think they have a opportunity to go find it now that it's drier and not so rainy. And And a little back and forth again as Bearcats settle it in. Nice feed forward, midfield. There's the long sail ball. Sometimes that works, but most of the time it doesn't. Got to clear the defenders, make that work. You got to be really confident when you send the ball back to your goalie like that, because he's got to be able to handle it and clear it out without making a mistake. Cruson clears the ball across the field over there to Brandon Lester as he moves up the field and loses the ball. Back in midfield to Solomon. There's a feed ball forward, not quite clean enough. Got it knocked out of there by Bryce Crowder, Grizzly defender there today. Oh, good defense by Crowder there. And that ball will be a throw-in on the far side for the Bearcats. At least I thought it was a throw-in.
Come on, Ronnie.
Oh, it's going to be a free kick over there for the Grizzlies. I thought he signaled it out of bounds. So here's the scoring opportunity. This actually could go in the goal from there with a nice shot. Let's see what the Grizzlies got here. It's up, heading low into the goal box, kicked out by Monroe. That ball is going to bounce toward that fence and just almost goes over the top edge of that fence. Got a good bounce off that track out there today. And that's going to be another free kick out this time for Monroe. I was watching the ball bounce out toward the fence. I didn't know there was even a infraction there. Monroe seemed to be passing the ball pretty good to each other. Pretty decent control here at the start of this first half. Almost 8 minutes into the game with really not a shot on goal yet, but here's one up in front of the goal, and we'll see who it bounces off of. That was off the head of a Bearcat. Be a goal kick here for the Grizzlies. Temperature just about right for a good soccer game here. In the mid 60s today here, cooling down as we sunset goes down. Grizzlies lurking in for a shot across. That was not really a shot of the pass across. There's an attempted shot blocked by the Bearcats. Shoot it, centered it. That went off Monroe, I believe. And that's going to be the first corner of the game here for the Grizzlies. So from the far corner over there, number 7, Hayden Rubio, will give that ball a nice little loft, hopefully up in front of the goal to the head of one of his teammates. And we'll see if this scoring opportunity can excite the Grizzlies. There's the ball in and out, and I think that was off a Grizzly, and it appears that it was. So not a really good corner kick. Substitutions here for the Grizzlies, or for the Bearcats, excuse me. Kevin Garnica leaving. That was Jeremiah Elano went down for the Grizzlies there. And see Bryce Crowder with the kick up to the front of the goal. Got a couple of teammates under the ball, headed off of Bearcat. And Bearcats thought they were going to claim that one and threw it downfield, but the linesman over there disagreed. Ball's going to come back for a Grizzly throw-in. Quickly does. Up to Christopher Mendez. So we're having a little out-of-bounds issues on the far side of the field over there, as this one will be a Monroe Bearcat throw-in. Well, that was a break from Monroe. The ball is centered up in front of the goal, cleared out by the Grizzlies. Monroe trying to get it back in there again. And that ball, I think, went out of bounds. Linesman is signaling Monroe throw in. And the center referee out there, Eric, claims it's the other way. So he wins. Well, let's see if we can get this ball in from the far side of the field and get it up in front of the goal here. Something exciting going on. Long ball cleared out way downfield by the Grizzlies. There's a long ball going down the field. There's a shot on goal by number 5 out there, Caleb Mattern for Monroe. First real good shot on goal for them today.
If you weren't recycling the paper, you're not going to be able to read anything.
I can read fine. What are you talking about? Let's see who wins this race. Looks like Monroe gets shoved down, and the linesman says he's going to call that one, and the referee agrees with him. It's Oji Okoro on the far side. Ball controlled momentarily by the Grizzlies. Momentarily was right. There's another long ball back to the goalie. cleared out. Almost got something happening there, not quite. Got the fans excited. Keep your feet, my boys. Goalie coming out cleanly to get that one. Nicely done by the Monroe goalie there. Mr. Gaspercentos cleared that one out good. A break for the Bearcats here as they get a throw in on this end of the field. Should be able to get it up there close to midfield in front of the goal from there. He's going to take a shot at it. There it goes. Up off the head of a Bearcat. Goalie comes out, tried to get it. Didn't get it, got back in, and that ball almost went in the goal as a Monroe got another shot there. So that is, I think, going to be a corner for Monroe. It is. Looks like Alejandro Cruzen is going over there to take that corner. And it's going to be the long shot into the sun up in front of the goal. Nice ball and right into the hands of the goalie. Good job there by Glacier Peak goalie. That was Hunter Crum. Yes, thank you. I always like to see those balls go up in front of the goal like that, and then good aggressive goalie to go up and get it. GP centers the ball, not trying to center the ball, and that ball went off a Bearcat, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Grizzlies here, I think. It is, and Hayden Rubio is going to go take the second corner here for the Grizzlies. See if he can do a little better job than he did last time by getting that ball up and out in front of the goal there. Looks pretty good. Still controlled by the Grizzlies here. And that's a double bounce off. Glacier Peak be a throw in here with Brennan Lester. Brennan feeds the ball back up to Skirtle. Skirtle, long ball downfield. And that was a slide tackle, clean tackle, got the ball. And it did go off the end. It's going to be another corner kick here for Monroe.
Do you have any paper left?
I got lots of paper left. Jeez, leave me alone. Play with your buttons.
I was trying to push yours.
Oh, Cruzen got a little bit long on that one.
Way late up top. So I finally said, listen, I got a brew.
Just checking the screen here. You got the time on there. We're 20:58 on the screen, so we're looking good here. Still no score in this ball game yet, as you can see from the graphics we got there for you. ball's going to go, out of bounds. Didn't go out of bounds, did it? Or did it? What's going on here? Well, we're going to have some Monroe substitutions here for sure. Going to happen right now. If there was a call way over there. So Skridall goes out. Lester goes out. Must have been an infraction or pushing, shoving going on over there. Don't hear any whistles up here in the booth. We're down upwind from the prevailing winds here today. And there's an infraction over there against the Grizzlies. Be a free kick here for Monroe. Time of possession seems to be a little more in favor of Monroe here so far in this first period. But that doesn't eliminate the fact that it doesn't take very long to make that goal. And that ball's out of bounds. Be a quick Glacier Peak throw in here by Zachary Weingard. Well, ball's going back and forth possession-wise here. See if somebody can get in a position to make a shot. And that ball was a nice slide tackle over there. And that's going to be a GP corner for the third time here tonight. As Christopher Mendez is going to take this one for the Grizzlies. Looking a little far. Oh, it did head it back in there, and that was a goal. Big score here for the Grizzlies. Let's see, who is that there? It was 10, wasn't it?
There you go, watch that in replay. There it goes. Look at that. Boom.
What's his number?
Glacier Peak goal scored by number 20, Cade Tyner.
Is that where you're going with, huh?
That was such a great replay because it was,
I
captured it and I slowed it down. You could see him hitting it.
Yeah, it was
Head.
it's a good replay. To look at that again and
Well,
verify.
sometimes, it happens so fast you don't.
You were on it. That's good.
Well, I didn't drink as much vodka tonight as I usually do.
Uh-huh. So the Grizzlies score first here in this period at the roughly 17-minute remaining mark. There's the first substitution in here for the Grizzlies as Teddy Metalis is letting some more players into the game here with about 15 minutes to go. The referee wasn't quite ready yet to let the game start, so he's going to do that, re-kick that start there. So we got about 5 new players in here for the Grizzlies. That's the well, nice little struggle there. Exchange of footwork for the ball, back and forth, back and forth. That one is going to go off a Bearcat, even though the Bearcats don't think so. I thought so, and the referees think so. So Zachary Wigand is going to throw that one in, down the line, back to the goalie. Going playing catch with his defenders down there, and they finally clear it up the field.
Was this the last game or the last home game?
This is the last game. Oh, I think we got to have a little whistle there. Kind of a shove in the back there. And a free kick being taken here by the Bearcats. Nice long ball. Cleared out by Grizzlies momentarily. Stolen on the far side by Alonzo. Yep, out of bounds over there. Gallup Oyster is going to retrieve that and throw it in. A couple more substitutions in here for the Bearcats. Looks like number 19, Joshua Gunter, just entered the game for the Bearcats. Neither team seems to maintain possession very long here as they trade back and forth up and down the field here with the long ball and the quick exchange. Grizzlies right now. And they give it up just like that. Quickly upfield, long ball. Up there to Oyster. And that went out of bounds. No, actually. Gonna bring it all the way back for a free kick here for the Grizzlies. A little shove there by Oyster. Grizzlies got the ball in the midfield there. Lofted one up. Let's see who can get under it. The ball's bouncing around in dangerous territory for Monroe, and it's cleared out the sidelines by Monroe for a bailout kick there. Looks like Braden Corwin with the ball down there. Familiar name from the Grizzly world.
Braden a junior?
I don't know. Braden has a nice throw up in front of the goal. It's just unfortunate it didn't drop down to the Grizzly feet there. One of the best in-round throw-ins I've seen for a while. By Braden. Braden is a junior. So he'll be back on the soccer field and the basketball court. Isn't he a basketball player? Yeah. That ball got way down the track down there, so we'll have to get it all the way back up here past midfield for. I'm not sure what. Oh, they've got another ball in the game down here, so there's a Bearcat kick. Up to Garnicia. Should be coming back to Garnicia. Not that time. Centered up on the far side so you can win this foot race. Looked like Bryce Crowder got there and booted it out of bounds. And I'm sure which way it went, off the end line or out of bounds. Went off the end line, so we're looking at a corner over there for the Bearcats. And there's the kick, short front, off the Arab head of a Grizzly. Back to Monroe. Attempted shot off, bounced off a Grizzly and up in the air again. And cleared out by the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, it was off the head of a Bearcat on the far end. And there's another ball off the Bearcats as the defenders control it again and bring the ball back up for their offense to make an attempt here. Could have been a call over there right then, but there wasn't. Monroe trying to even the score here. So they're down 1-0. And that ball's out of bounds on the far side. Looks like we're going to have another substitution in here for the Grizzlies. As Hayden Rubio leaves the field. And Scott Burkholder enters for the Grizzlies here.
Look at that view.
Yeah. Great view of the Cascade Mountains down there.
That was a cue to you to say something.
Well, you try a bunch of them, if one of them sticks. Puts you in the map.
Bearcats again looking like they could make something happen here. A little bit of physical contact there. That ball's going to roll out of bounds, and that did go off of Salmeron. Long Grizzly throw in. Control there by Corwin as it kicked into a Bearcat and out of bounds. And going to have a Grizzly throw in here. Should quickly be done here by Wagoned. Don't know. Yeah, I remember Branson. I don't know if that's his same one or not. There's a nice long ball down the field. Scooted past the defender, but the goalie came all the way out to the far side. Cleared that ball well upfield. And the Grizzlies in control, not in control. Attempted cross by the Bearcats, didn't work, intercepted, but they got it back again. And they still got it back after a couple of attempts to steal it by the Grizzlies there. That ball's let out, and that might be well, it's not going to be a call because the goalie got taken down hard. And he's not a happy camper right now. I'm not sure what 3:52 here. The clock is running, but time will be suspended there. And that was Bryce Crowder that took him down, and he's standing there still very concerned and very apologetic, I'm sure, as to what happened. But there was no call on the play as they were both going to the ball. And the Glacier Peak trainer is coming out to take a look at him. That's Megan Smart, been a trainer here for Glacier Peak for several years. So while Megan's attended him, why don't we take a break here and see if we can find a sponsor.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Fred's Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
Hunter, isn't it? All right, we're back here live. Looks like our goalkeeper there is up and walking off under guidance of Megan Smart there. And probably going to end up with the next goalie in there. So we're back underway here. Clock sitting at the 2-minute mark, but there was a good 2 or 3 minutes of added time to be made here. And the Grizzlies aggressively getting the ball up the field here. This Jeremiah Alano and Milo Nickerson are having a little exchange over here. And throwing's going to be with Braden Corwin. Braden, again, can throw that ball up in front of the goal. He already showed us that once. Let's see if he can do it again. Here's the throw. It's up there off the head and over into the hands of the goalie. So Roberto Gasper-Santos thwarts that threat by the Grizzlies there. Tosses the ball out here to his defender, which comes back to him rapidly. Back into the goalie again, and this time he boots it away. Nice play there by Alano. The Grizzlies will get the throw in here. Wigan with a nice long throw down the field to Corwin. Corwin lofts it up the mid. Corwin still in control and kicks it into Cooper Slack and off the end line, which will result in a Glacier Peak corner down here. Can't quite see who's doing that. It's a nice long kick, way wide. Bounced up in front of the goal. Cleared out by the Bearcats. And that's going to be the halftime. There was not as much added time as I thought, but Grizzlies here leading this score 1-0, as we'll be back after this 10-minute break. Thanks for tuning in so far. Second quarter. We on? Oh, I'm on. Okay, here we go. Starts the second half here. Wesco 4A soccer. Glacier Peak. Grizzlies, Monroe Bearcats. Glacier Peak striking early 1-0 lead here. We enter the second half of this match here today, and the last game here for the Grizzlies for this year's season.
Is it Monroe's last game too?
I think it's Monroe's last game. I got to check on that. No, Monroe's got one more game. Monroe plays Cascade, which is the last place in Wesco 4A for the final game of the season on Thursday. And the Bearcats would like to get more aggressive here as they have controlled the ball quite a bit in the first half with some pretty good passing. But they're on the wrong end of the field right now as they do bring it down a ways. Out to midfield there. Nice ball down the far side for the Grizzlies to center it up off the head of a Bearcat. Attempted shot on goal. At least a center shot. There's another shot up over the center. Headed out by the Bearcats. Grizzlies looking more aggressive down there, taking lots of balls up in front of the goal, but the Bearcats take it away and move it downfield momentarily. Ball rolls out the far side. It will be thrown in from the far side by the Grizzlies. Do it again. That's going to roll off the end line. And that's going to be a corner kick over there for the Grizzlies. Looks like Burkholder is going to do that one, and he gets it up there in front of the goal, bouncing around, and went through, did not touch any Grizzlies, and off the end line for a goal kick here for the Bearcats. As the Bearcats have Peyton Newhouse in goal here for them the second half. Grizzlies got one up in front. Here's a one-on-one shoot on the goalie. Got his hands on it. And that's going to bounce off the end line. Will be another Glacier Peak corner as that ball goes way down past the far side of the track. And Burkholder grabs a new ball, go back to the corner over there. Had a good corner the last time. Let's see what he can do this time. Another nice looking ball right to the goalie, however. Curving in to him. I like the kick. Unfortunately, he didn't have a Grizzly in front of the goalie at the time. Should have made a big difference. Grizzlies more aggressive here start this second half than they were in the first period. Trying to hang on to that 1-0 lead, maybe add to it here a little bit. That ball is headed out of bounds there by Luke Pope. Unfortunately, that pass was not where he intended, to nowhere. In the hands of the Bearcats, or feet of the Bearcats, as they say. Here come the Grizzlies on a run down the right sideline. Austin Terry trying to move it downfield, and that ball is going to be off the end line. That will be a Glacier Peak throw-in. Possible goal attempt here. As
is a pretty smart move for these crowded players in this city right here.
Braden Corwin going to throw this ball in again, and he can make it all the way to the goal. And there it is, right up in front of the goal. The goalie comes out to get it. It wasn't quite far enough. And the goalie throws the ball 40 yards downfield into the head of the Grizzlies, and that ball is out of bounds.
These kids would go from left to right to just every 3 seconds. And it was weird to watch.
Bearcats controlling the ball here as they move forward. Nice feed through ball. Cleared out there by number 12, Caleb Oyster, who slipped and fell down or got knocked down and didn't get called. But the ball again on the far side as things move on. And that one's going to get called. So that will be a Bearcat free kick from the far side, 40-yard line. Almost the exact spot on the field where a few years back one of the Grizzly players put one in the goal. Spencer Petta was his name. Now playing for the University of Nevada. And that was a little shoving off down there in front of the goal as that ball will be given back. The goalie here is not sure what the delay is here, but we're underway now. There's a nice ball up over and a shot on goal by Rubio. Missed wide right.
I was ahead of you on that one. Come on. I was like, that's how it is. It's like that's what it's been now.
There's a ball up in the air right to the goalie's hand. That can get much higher than that. Quickly cleared out to this near side here. Battle for the ball. Won momentarily there. But Beals gets the ball again here and gets knocked down. It's going to be either a free kick, yes. So Elijah Beals take that ball. There's a cheer as Jeremiah Ilano left the ball game and Sonny McAfee came in. Has some fans here tonight. McAfee, a freshman, getting some time here with 31 plus to go. There's the throw in by Beals. McAfee tried to get a hold of that. He's over there trying to get control of it again. Here come the Grizzlies. Down midfield. Turn. Trying to pass off. Fake and shoot. There's a shot. Take it in there. It's going to go in eventually. It does. It didn't count, however. It'll be offside call against the Grizzlies.
Oh, come on. There's that call I love so much.
That's call you love so much. Do not like the offside call. But it was kind of an exciting moment there. Nice to see the ball go in that goal, even if it didn't count. Some get the ball back here and get some more excitement. Beals long ball downfield, gonna go straight to the goalie. He'll make it, he'll not make it. Alonso was not able to get to that ball as it rolled out of bounds here for a Grizzly throw-in. Beals. There's a substitution as Oyster leaves the ball game, and Kevin Darnisha is in the ball game for the Bearcats. Over the head of Garnisha and back out of bounds off of Bearcats, and be a Grizzly throw in quickly again here as Beals down the line. Corwin attempted to pass, lost it, but got it. Grizzlies got it back. There's a long ball going downfield. No call for offsides on that one, but the goalie comes out quickly to pick it up right in front of Rubio. Was not offsides. And there's one that's going to be not offsides as well, as they're going to have a little wrestling match takedown over there. I think that was Bryce Crowder. It's a little extra heavy on the hands there. And here's a scoring opportunity here for the Bearcats as they got it lined up on the field. Referee's taking time out there to go over and talk to the coach. That's the Bearcat coach has some questions here for the ref official. So, whatever his question was, I think he got it answered, and maybe he thought that should have been a red card or a yellow card at least. Could have been a yellow card. I don't think it was a red card. Correction, there's the ball off the head of a Grizzly. Off another head of a Grizzly, off the head of a Bearcat. And an almost attempt for the Bearcats to score, but cleared out by one of the Grizzlies there. And I think it ricocheted off of a Bearcat, so it looks like it's going to be a goal kick here for the Grizzlies. Lucky for them, the bouncing ball bounced right. Nice work over there by Hayden Rubio. He gets a little too much contact from the Bearcats, and he's going to get a free kick out there from about 27-yard line. About a 37-yard kick to the goal. Let's see if he tries for the goal or tries for the pack. Here's the kick. Hard liner into the pack. Booted up. Cleared out finally by the Bearcats. And that ball's going to be a Monroe throw in here. Luke Pope with a long throw down the line. Ball's off a Grizzly. That means that Bearcats are going to get another throw in far down the line there. Luke Pope's going down there to do that as well. Let's see if he can get that ball out in front of the goal out there. He's going to take about a 10-yard run at. And it's a long ball. Off the head of a Grizzly, off the foot of a Bearcat, and off the end line, wide of the goal left. But the good shot on goal by the Monroe Bearcats there as no scorer, however. So a little excitement there for Monroe fans as they get a chance to see an opportunity for a goal. Grizzlies with the ball in midfield. Let's see if they can hang on to it here. Unfortunately not. The long ball downfield cleared to the goalie and cleared back out again. A little banging around going in there, and one of those is going to be a call. It's going to be called against the Grizzlies. Quickly put back in play by Monroe. Up the far side, up the middle. No call on that. Clean tackle block. Monroe retrieves the ball again. Long ball up the far side over here. And Bryce Crowder gets taken down, and there's going to be a call there. Be a little conversation at least. I don't see any cards coming out. Giving Grusin some suggestions about being a little more gentle, I think. So Bearcats get ready to throw it in all the way up. It's kicked back, and it's kicked up off the head of a Grizzly in front of the goal outside the far side. And out of bounds off a Grizzly on the far side. Be a Bearcat. Actually be a Grizzly throw in. I thought it was going to be a Bearcat throw in. Must have bounced off the Monroe. Double change of possession there between the Grizzlies and the Bearcats on the far side. First the Grizzlies, now the Bearcats. Bearcats long ball cross court. Or across the pitch as it is. And that ball is just off the sideline before the end, and it'll be a throw in on the edge down here. Oh yeah, well, yeah, he did knock him down good, so. A couple more substitutions in here for the Grizzlies. As Terry Metalis is definitely giving all his players a chance in this last game of the season for the Grizzlies here. There's a nice long ball, and that should be clean if he can get in front of it. Good defense by Luke Pope there, intercepted that one. He's a little bit faster than Rubio. Grizzlies looking to have a shot at goal. They did get a shot on goal, and they made it. A second goal for the Grizzlies here. And that was number 6, wasn't it? I think that was Braden Corwin with that goal.
Glacier Peak goal scored by number 6, Braden Corwin.
So a nice lead here for the Grizzlies here with coming up on the 19-minute mark remaining. And I'm a little surprised that Monroe has not scored yet, because they've had a few good attempts and have controlled the ball good percentage of the time out here, but they just haven't had those good opportunities for shot on goal, except maybe this time. Nope. Taken away on the far side. They got it back. Across the middle. Got some Monroe fans hoping that they're going to get something off here. Taking it all the way to the corner, backing out, and that's saved by the Grizzlies from going out of bounds. Still back in Monroe. There's a shot on goal far wide past the far sides and off the end line. It was possible if he'd have curved it in. Would have been a curveball in the corner pocket. That ball's out of bounds off the Grizzlies. Grizzlies ball, Bearcats ball. Still Bearcats. They clear it across the field. Long ball up in front of the goalie. Goalie comes out. Two hands on the ball, caught it in midair. The Grizzlies are closing in on that. Would have been Bryce Crowder down there with a possible header attempt, but didn't get there. Elijah Beals with the throw in here for the Grizzlies. Down field in front of the goal. No call as Cooper Slack, a defender, was knocked down but helped up by a Grizzly, which is interesting to see. He's helped up by Christopher Mendez. Nice play by him, sportsmanship-wise. That ball looked like it was clear back in the bench area they were playing it, but it's still in play. Just perspective through the window and at the lights. Maybe it was out of bounds. They're going to call it back. There's a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4 more Bearcats coming into the game here, as I think all the men are getting a chance to play here tonight. 15:30 left to go in this final period here with the Grizzlies. 2-0 tie. 2-0. 2-0 here. No tie tonight. Oh, there's a header off the top by Dylan Holmes, defender there. Well, Bearcats with the ball back after a little exchange there. Moving down the field, there's a 2-on-2 centered in. Little shirt grabbing going on. There should be a shot on goal right there, off the goalie and up over the back. That will be a corner for Monroe. Monroe fans got excited about that one. And Alejandro Cruzen is going to take this corner for the Bearcats down here. Plenty of time to get some goals in this game for either team. Let's see what this corner looks like here. A little bit long, but still in control. It's unfortunately kicked off the end zone there. I think that went off a Grizzly, and it'll be a corner from the other side as Rubio goes over to take that one. Well, one more chance for a possible goal. There it is up in front of the goal, bouncing off some heads, bouncing on the ground, and cleared out by McAfee there for the Grizzlies. Nice long throw in by the Bearcats up in front of the goal, and goalie went up in the air and got that one nicely. The Bearcats had some good attempts there, good possibilities for goals. Some shots on goal, got the ball up in front of the goal box there, and unfortunately for them, they were unable to capitalize on that. Chase that one down the far side. Unfortunately, again, for the Bearcats, it'll be a Grizzly throw in. Bearcats come out of that scuffle with it. Ball's up the middle, cleared out by the Grizzlies, well out downfield. Seems to be some urgency in the Bearcats' efforts here as they seem to be speeding up their play level a little bit. Put the ball through in the middle. Nice defense there by Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Grizzlies on the attack here. 2-on-2. Feed down the far side. That ball was deflected off one of the Bearcats and be a Grizzly throw-in down here. Oh, it's going to be a Grizzly corner. Went off the end line. Got blocked out by the vision there. It looks like Christopher Mendez is going to do this one for the Grizzlies. That ball straight in, off the head of Bearcats, cleared out, but Grizzlies got the ball back. Far side. Wrong direction. Here comes the ball back up to the middle and clearing off to the far side to the Grizzlies, or to the goalkeeper here. With a long throw. He can throw that soccer ball farther than I can throw a softball. Maybe he was a shot putter or a discus thrower. If he wasn't, he could be. Grizzlies 2-on-2 with the attack here. No center's going to run it. Unfortunately, Mendez lost that one. Some good defense out there by Pope. And there's a shot on goal by Rubio. Over the top. Clock is starting to become a factor here as we're under 9 minutes remaining. With the Bearcats 2 goals down here. If the Grizzlies hold on to win this, they'll end up with their second win of the season and be 2-8. And Monroe will be 2-9, so they'll move up a little bit, but it won't make a whole lot of difference other than the fact they won the ball game. So they won't get into the playoffs either way, even though they move up. There's a shot on goal deflected by the Bearcats. Grizzlies trying to get some more scores on the board up here. Grizzlies on attack. Nice feed through. Let's see if Rubio can get there. Does not get there. Getting a little bit physical down there, but no calls made as fans are getting excited about what's going on out here. Dylan Holmes getting his contact efforts in there. Nice centered ball there. Unfortunately centered to Bearcat and cleared out. Out of bounds on the far side. Quickly Bearcats throw it back in again and go downfield. Double change of possessions both ways. Bearcats back in control. Grizzlies in control. Ball centered up to a Bearcat head. That ball's off of Elijah Beals out of bounds. Okay, here come the Bearcats down this side. Turn back to mid. It's 3-on-2. There's a lead ball out. Grizzlies got the ball, swing and shoot. Center shot and scored. That was 4, wasn't it? So I think it was 4, wasn't it? Was it 10? Was it Mendez? Oh, okay.
Glacier Peak goal scored by number 10, senior Christopher Mendez.
Well, they say that might be the nail in the coffin here with 4 minutes left to go and 3 goals up for the Grizzlies. It's a nice way to finish off the game here. The last game of the season for the Grizzlies as they're playing in their home field here at Glacier Peak High School. In the great Northwest. You can see it's getting on about 8:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and it's still light across the way on the Cascade Mountains as the sun has just gone down. Long ball cleared down by the Bearcats here. Good. I think there was an offside call. There was an offside call. That's what stopped the play there. I was wondering why he didn't shoot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, goal, one-on-one. That think went off the goalie there. It will be a Glacier Peak corner over there. I think that looks like Christopher Mendez going over there to do that. It is. Under the 2-minute mark here now. Ball up over in front of the goal. Off the head of a Grizzly, off the foot of a Bearcat. And they're in control of midfield momentarily as they shoot it down far of the field down there. And there's a good collision down there. No call as the Bearcats clear it through. And a real exciting thing happening there, but it ended up being a Bearcat ball, and Grizzlies control it back. And the Grizzlies get it again. Sort of prevent defense here now as the Grizzlies will be just maintaining control here. That's going to be a free kick here for the Bearcats. As that was a call down there for a push-off. Long ball feed down through there. Grizzlies looking to have a shot at the goal here again. They can get the ball up that way. Turn and shoot. Cleared out by the Bearcats. And the Bearcats going downfield here. We're probably just about out of time here. The head referee is following the play closely here. Still in regulation time. And there's a signal for the ball game's over. And Glacier Peak wins this one 3-0. Their final game of the season. So we'll see if we can't get Christopher Mendez up here to the booth. Can you announce Christopher Mendez as the player of the game here and get him up to the booth for us? Huh? Just tell him to. He'll come up. Or you can track him down. That'd be great.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
All right, Ron Henthorn here with Christopher Mendez. Christopher, you scored the third goal of the game tonight here, one of 3 goals, and you're going to be our Adrenaline Fundraiser player of the game. So who gave you that assist?
To be honest, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well, it's kind of hard to see from up here as well, but
Yeah.
a great way to have your senior night end up here.
Yeah, it is.
With that goal.
It was an amazing feeling.
It's an amazing feeling,
Yeah.
So how do you feel your season went overall?
I mean, we always put a good fight every match. I mean, we worked as a team. We're a big family. I mean, we lost a couple of games, won a couple. It's just the way the game goes.
Yeah, so a lot of them were a lot closer than they really looked, and sometimes that's the way the ball bounces, they say, in this game. So
Yeah. I mean, we were always in every game, every single match. We were always in them. It's just at times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be here next year, but you're going off to college somewhere. Where's that?
To be honest, I still don't know where I'm going. I'm still trying to figure out.
Where would you like to go?
Every community.
Okay. Do they have a soccer team there you'd like to play for?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I was planning on seeing how that goes for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Well, for STSPN and Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game, hold this T-shirt up. We'll look at it in the camera up there, and we'll get another photo shot there for the big play. And you're ready to go. So congratulations for your team. You got 2 wins under your belt here at least this year.
Yeah.
And good luck with your college efforts, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Good night. Okay, so Glacier Peak wins their second ball game of the day of the season here tonight, and a great win it was with a 3-0 win over Monroe from just down the street a ways. And this is our last soccer broadcast of the season, so appreciate you turning in. This is Ron Henthorn here with Todd Elvig running the big switch, and we'll see you at the next STSPN outing. Good night, everybody.